Hi children, how are you? Hope you all are fine at home. See, for the last 2 months, we all were locked down at home. Did we ever expect such a situation in our life? Yes, expecting the unexpected will always make us stronger and bolder. Children, are you all happy to see me? Even though I can't see you, I can see you all in my mind. So, a warm welcome to all my dear children of 9th standard to the online classes that has been arranged for you by our school. Your online class starts today with the subject English, and I am very happy that I have got the chance to introduce this online session for you. Because the infectious disease COVID-19 is spreading very widely, we have to be very cautious. But at the same time, we don't want you to miss your classes. So, to cope with this situation, the management and the principal have decided to arrange such online classes for you. Your teachers have suffered a lot to make these videos available to you. So, my humble request to you children is to attend the class regularly. The test papers conducted by the teachers after each class should be done properly. Marks will be given. Only if you get good marks, then our efforts will be fulfilled. Okay, children? We need your support, and not only your support, your parents also should be with us in this endeavor. So, seeking the blessings of Almighty, shall we move on to our online session? Before starting the class, I'll just introduce the 2 textbooks that has been prescribed by the NCERT for you for the 9th standard. The main textbook is Beehive, and the other one is the supplementary reader. From the exam point of view, both the textbooks are of equal importance. See children, both these textbooks are full of many lessons are there. Each lesson is different from the other one. It will surely take you to a world of knowledge, a world of science, fiction, fantasy, real life experiences. Everything is there. So surely you will enjoy this. So with much pleasure children, I am introducing the first lesson in the textbook Beehive to you. That is, the first lesson is The Fun They Had. The Fun They Had, written by Isaac Asimov. Isaac Asimov, a well-known writer, American writer. He has written many books, science fiction. Written by The Fun They Had, written by Isaac Asimov. The story, children, this story is having much coincidence with the present situation. Because the situation we are facing now is having much coincidence with this lesson, fortunately. So that will help you a lot, and surely you will enjoy it. This story is set in the future, that is 2157, where a time would be there where books in printed form would not be there. Books would be there, but e-books only. Books in printed form, children may not have heard of the books. A time would be there in future where children may not have heard about schools. They would not be familiar with the schools, teachers, schools, everything will be there, but everything. Teacher would be a mechanical teacher, a robotic teacher. School will be there, but as you are learning now, you will be sitting at your home and learning. In the story, The Fun They Had, 2 main characters are there. One is Maggie, a little girl, and the other one is Tommy. Maggie is 11 years old and Tommy is 13. The story starts with Maggie writing. Maggie is in the habit of writing diary, and one day she made a note in her diary. See, I'll read it. Maggie even wrote about it that night in her diary. See, on the date, children, you have to note down, headed 17th May 2157. She wrote. What she write? With much excitement, she has written, "Today, Tommy found a real book." Tommy, her friend, has found a real book. See, with much excitement, she has written that. A real book Tommy has found. Something amazing. It was a very old book because it is, see the date in 2157. Now we can imagine how many years back we had to go. Maggie's grandfather, so these children have not heard about books. Still then they haven't heard about books or schools or anything. Maggie's grandfather once said that when he was a little boy, Maggie's grandfather said that when he was a little boy, his grandfather told him that there was a time when all stories were printed on paper. There was a time when all the stories were printed on paper. Children were very amazed. That is why Maggie wrote in her diary. They turned the pages. When they got this book, it was not at all in a good condition. They turned over the pages, which were yellow and crinkly. Crinkly means with many folds. It was folded. See children, all the words I am not explaining because it will just spoil the beauty of the literature. Meanings and all, we will go in detail afterwards. So they turned the pages which were yellow and crinkly, and it was awfully funny, extremely funny to read words. See, to read words that stood still instead of moving. The words were not moving just as we read the books in computer, because in computer when we scroll on the screen, the words also would be moving. But here the words in the book were standing still without any movement. Children were very much amazed. Instead of moving, they were supposed to on a screen, and then when they turned back, and one more thing they found out which was very exciting. What was it? When they turned back to the page before, it had the same words on it. For example, page number 78, something was there in page number 78. The same thing was there when they turned back again. Because in computer, according to the size of the letters and all, the pages also would be changing. But here it is not so. So all these things made the children amazed. They were surprised. It had the same words on it that it had when they read it the first time. So when they read it the first time, what was there in page number 78? After they had turned out many pages also, the same thing was there. "Give," said Tommy. "What a waste! When you are through with the book, you just throw it away." So Tommy said, "See, what a waste. But the book is a waste. Why the book is a waste? Because when you are through with the book, after you have finished reading the book, you cannot do anything with that. You can just throw it away only because nothing can be added into that book. I guess, but our television screen," Tommy, the children are comparing the television screen with the books. "Our television screen must had a million books on it. A television screen is having many books on it and many more can be added to it. So that is why Tommy is calling the book a waste. I wouldn't throw it away. Same with mine, said Maggie also. Maggie was 11 years old and hadn't seen as many telebooks as Tommy had because he was 13 years old, 2 years elder than Maggie. Children, I hope it's clear to you. Are you enjoying? She said, so Maggie was very curious to know from where Tommy found out this book. She said, where did you find it, Tommy? From where did you get this book? In my house. See, without looking at the face of Maggie, Tommy was giving the reply. See, in my house. He pointed without looking because he was busy reading. His eyes were there in the book only. So he was very curious to go through the book. In my house, in the attic, in the storeroom. And now again Maggie asked, what's it about? School. The book is about the school. When Maggie heard the word school, she was not at all happy. Maggie was confident, contemptuous, hateful because she always hated school. The mechanical teacher. So Maggie always hated school, but now she hated it more than ever. Always she hated school, but now she hated it more than ever. We don't know the reason why Maggie hated the school always. To know the reason for that, the reason I will tell you in the next class. Okay, children? So thank you for listening to me, children. I hope it's clear to you. You have enjoyed this session. Your valuable suggestions are always welcome, children. So thank you very much. See you soon.